On November 8, 2013, a deadly tropical cyclone, Typhoon Haiyan, struck the Philippines with savage ferocity. Some 5 months later, the death toll approaches 7,000.
Plenty of dead bodies arriving, and they put the dead bodies at the corner of that next street.
The injured numbered more than 28,000, and some 1,800 people are still missing. More than 1 million homes were destroyed. But now, a sense of hope has settled over this island nation as recovery and rebuilding efforts intensify.
We were here 8 days after the storm hit. It was somber, it was sad, people were disillusioned. In many ways, they didn't have very much hope. But what we see right now is the mood has totally changed. Smiles of gratitude, smiles of thanksgiving, and you can see how the Filipino spirit has returned to these people. And it's great to be a part, as the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, of the great things that are happening here.
In partnership with the Lutheran Church in the Philippines, the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod worked quickly to bring aid and relief to the people of the Philippines with a number of targeted projects.
They've reached out with the gospel and projects like a Cash for Work project, a livelihood project, a sawmill project, a cocoa wood project. They've reached out also with a ministry to the schools there in the area.
LCMS disaster response grants made possible the shipment of thousands of boxes filled with over 500,000 individual food packets and much more.
We've been helping them with rice, food, hygiene products. We've also been giving them a basic shelter. The homes that were being built are homes that are made out of cinder block, coconut wood, and corrugated metal roofing.
Typhoon-damaged homes have been repaired and new homes are being built, along with bunkhouses that serve as emergency housing for congregation members.
Can you tell us what this building will be used for?
That's for our members whose houses were destroyed totally.
Okay. Yeah.
So we gave them some space there.
It's been amazing seeing the amount of work that they've done here on this side of the island of Leyte, the amount of homes that have been rebuilt, the amount of roofs that have been put back on. After the storm, essentially every home had roof damage or was completely destroyed down to the foundation. And what we're seeing now through the generous donations of the members of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, the vast majority of the homes have been rebuilt.
When I went to those areas and talked to many people, not only among our members, but even to people in the community who were shared, who were given relief during the early days of the disaster, they were saying so many good things, like better for the Lutherans, because when they give so many. And they give not only to their members, but even to the people in the community.
I happened to see this old man, 98 years old, living in that, like I don't know how do we call it, teepee. Yeah, living in that teepee. He's eating there, sleeping there, and I said to myself, we are giving much to our members, and we just passed by this old fellow here. So I said, okay, we'll go back and we'll build a house for this fellow. I'll bring all those carpenters there in the afternoon. Then they all built his house for 4 hours. And he was amazed, actually. He said, is this really my house? My house was broken by the, damaged by the typhoon. And is this really my house? Then his neighbors around said, yeah, that's your house.
Much of the relief work has been concentrated in Mahayag, Balugo, and Tacloban City. The disaster response teams of the Lutheran Church in the Philippines, supported by the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, continue to make good progress.
The alert team of LCP are now rehabilitating the Christ Lutheran Church Mahayag in Albuera, and maybe next week they will be concentrating Tacloban City. And our church members are happy when they heard that the building materials are now there.
This Lutheran partnership approach to disaster relief work brings benefits far beyond earthly, physical, or emotional assistance. The benefits can extend to the eternal.
It gives us the opportunity to be known as a church a church that cares, a church that loves. And so when those gifts were given, I was told that the word was also preached.
Expressions of gratitude and joy greeted the LCP and LCMS relief team as they traveled the region to continue assessing ongoing needs.
The materials came from the Lutheran, so from the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, and the carpenters hired were from the Lutherans too.
What has made it possible for you and your family to be able to recover after the storm?
They give the rough lumber, nails, but it is not yet finished.
Word cannot express. I would be very thankful to the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod for giving us these materials for us to worship. Because before we've been worshiping even without roof.
Another vital aspect of the response to the devastation wrought by the typhoon is the administration of care and mercy to the caregivers, the men, women, and families of the Lutheran Church in the Philippines. To accomplish this, an Aftercare Retreat was hosted by LCMS Disaster Response.
I don't think we can quite understand, unless you've been through a natural disaster before, what it does to your nerves, what it does to your stress level, what it does to your emotions, and just a time for the families to really recharge is very important, and you can't put a price tag on that. This will actually allow the families to be able to function in the way that they need to, because they're experiencing nearly 24 hours, 7 days a week, many, many devastating situations. Even now, it's going to take years for this disaster relief to come to a point where they're back to their normal lives.
Pray for the Philippines, because we are not thinking on individual feelings that we have, but we are, like for us, we are doing this to glorify our Lord.
I would like to thank God, and I would like to thank God for using the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod for their continuous help.
When I appealed for assistance, the generosity, the kindness that we received was extreme. And so I say thank you very much to everyone.
The relationship between the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod and the Lutheran Church in the Philippines is a classic example of what it means to know, witness mercy and life together. How we unite in fellowship, how we unite in mercy, and how we unite in the proclamation of the gospel of Jesus Christ.